Hi everybody, welcome to Wing Chun. Yeah, right, you heard it. Alita does Wing Chun. Is some kind of in the movie is some kind of long forgotten art. As you could see, she is a female, very small in stature, so that she needs more of a technique to fight these big bad guys who are, four times her size in this movie. So they say that she possessed some kind of, ancient lost fighting art form. I forgot what the name was called, and that this girl has to fight big bad guys. As you could see, she has a very typical of Wing Chun stance. Notice that her spine is completely straight. Contrary to popular belief, when we do a stance, we lean back a little bit. We lean back so that we can exert more force in the leg so that we can train our stance more substantially in strengthening our stance. But when we fight, we actually stand perfectly straight, our spine, and then we move forward with our Chun Ma, our advancing the steps. So if you're just going to concentrate on legs here, we keep 60-40. 60% of our weight is in the rear leg, as everybody knows. I'm taking Wing Chun here. You step forward a half a step or one step, depending on how far you want to advance, with the lead leg. Reason for that is when you put 60% in the back of the leg, the 40% that goes forward, sometimes you even put like 80% of your weight in the back, so that if you were to step forward and if something were to happen to this leg, nothing would matter. You just go back relying on this leg. In other words, if you step forward and somebody try to kick you in this leg, it doesn't matter. You always have the leg in the back where most of your weight is rested on the back because they can't reach the rear leg. Okay, here we go again. She takes 1 foot, steps forward 1 foot, as you can see here. And then now, after that foot is planted, then she brings the rear leg up. Here, one leg forward, and then she brings the rear leg up. And that is a stereotypical Wing Chun. As she is doing this, if we go back here, you could see that she is doing a straight punch. This is in reverse, obviously. Okay, so she's guarding the center. We do train with our elbow as close to our body as possible to protect our ribs when we do the chain punch. However, that is obviously only in training. If somebody's not punching you in the ribs in this moment and this second, you are allowed to fly your shoulders out a little bit in actual fighting, just not in training. So here she is guarding. If you look here, this fist is just past her center, just a little bit, guarding her center so that when she does punches out with this hand, it covers the center. And now this hand covers the center, it punches outwards down the center. And then as the same, this is your Wu Sao in the rear hand, the Wu Sao now becomes the punching hand. This is well protecting the center line with her left fist. Now then, as it goes, the left fist now rotates and comes out, occupying the center line, and then that hand punches out to the center. And then vice versa, and this just repeats itself. Perfectly done chain punches here. So I guess part of this movie's plot is that a part of her technique or deadly fighting techniques, ancient techniques, come from Wing Chun because she's a small girl and she needs this kind of a technique to fight a bigger, stronger guy. As you can see in the entire movie, she actually have to evade most of the time of her opponents because she's just too small to fight force against force, and that she attacks her opponent at different angles. Okay, so now here's another close up, and she does the chain punch. Perfectly done. Chain punch starting in the middle here of her right arm, right fist, and the right fist comes from the center and punches out. Then now this one goes from the center and punches out. And she finishes with a hook punch that we have in Byoji. If you not sure of, most people don't talk about it, but we have a hook punch in Byoji in a third form where we it looks like we grab something, we shift to the back, and when we come back with a sideways hook punch, as you can see here. This arm gets lifted up. This is the only time that we fly our elbow all the way out. Because we want to protect our wrist, but in this case, we fly our elbows out sideways, and this comes out to a hook punch. And of course, in this movie, it ends. The punch just stops at the mirror. So here it is, and I'll do it once again. Just keep repeating this in regular motion so that you can see the chain punch once again. And Alita, at the end of the movie, she as she's fighting the bad guy, this huge bad guy, she does the ultimate beauty uh, to this bad guy. Um, I'm not gonna say how, where, or what. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She does the ultimate beauty against this the bad guy in the movie near the end of the movie. The other two movies that has Wing Chun in it, and I'm excluding all kung fu and Chinese Asian related movies. The other two other Western movies that I can think of that does not feature Wing Chun, but the character within the movie that does practice Wing Chun. One obviously is Robert Downey Jr. in Sherlock Holmes in 2009. In it, I'm not going to show the fight scene. Everybody know it. Everybody's seen it. Where he uses a ton of Wing Chun, and Robert Downey Jr. is a big advocate in actually practicing Wing Chun in real life. And the second one is not as well known. Is by Nicolas Cage in a movie from 2008 called Bangkok Dangerous. It's not a bad movie. He plays, I think, an assassin. I saw it back then, and I think that's as much as I know. If anybody know any other movie that has a Western movie that has a character in it that plays Wing Chun, please let me know. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Thanks. Bye.